Psychometry and the Life Memory of Inanimate Objects by Herbert Bland, read by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. This piece is an extract from Psychometry, Its Theory and Practice by Herbert Bland. Psychometry and the Life Memory of Inanimate Objects. Behind every manifestation in the universe lies a principle or natural law. Nothing is haphazard. There is a cause for everything, and every effect is due to a certain cause. It has been stated by some authorities that mind pervades everything, even the things we are accustomed to call inanimate or having no life or soul. This is a difficult conception, but psychometry tends to support that statement. It would appear from the experience of psychometrists that the so-called inanimate objects have, if not a mind of their own, at least a memory of their own. A memory suggests mind as a basis. It is at present impossible for the psychometrist to demonstrate mind in an inanimate object, but easy to demonstrate memory. That memory is not necessarily one associated with a human being. The psychometrist is able to demonstrate the life memory of inanimate objects which have never previously been associated with the human mind or associated at all with human beings. Almost any, if not every, inanimate object will yield up many of its secrets and much of its history in the hands of a good psychometrist. He literally finds tongues in trees and sermons in stones. Geological specimens, rocks, stones, buildings, houses, rooms, furniture, ornaments, clothes, and 1,000 other things become an open book to him. He taps their memories and describes much of their history. He is in contact with a memory aura, and using his psychometrical faculty he is able to reconstruct history. When holding an object, or sometimes even by simply gazing at it, the psychometrist says, hears and feels. The impressions externalized by the object are gathered by the psychometrist's mental faculties, reflected in his mind and passed by it to the appropriate physical center. The psychometrist sees as clearly and often more clearly than one sees in a dream. He sees as well with eyes closed as with eyes open, and often much better. He hears clearly and distinctly. The sounds, if they be sounds and not simply mental impressions, are distinct to him, reduced in volume as compared with normal life, but nevertheless clear and capable of description. He feels in the sensory system, if temporarily, at least often as keenly as though he were living through the actual life experience of the inanimate object. By means of his own mental faculties, he is in contact with the soul or memory aura of something which we are pleased to describe as inanimate or having no soul. The case of the inanimate object which has been worn or used by a human being, or which has been closely associated with living persons, is different from that of the inanimate object which has acquired no history from human association. The former has not only its own primary memory and history, but has had a further memory and history grafted onto it by association with humanity. This association may be direct or indirect. It has been subjected to the mental and emotional states and influences of those persons by whom it has been worn or used, or in whose surroundings it exists or has existed.